Well, I think anything's open. I think, next 4 year, my 4-year term, that's what I'm going to consider. We got to do something with our jail. It's probably getting to be one of the oldest in the state. It's opened 1969, and it's getting to be one of the oldest in the state. And that's one of our goals is to do something with that facility. If it doesn't do something with it, can we share something? I'm not going to mark it out, but at this point, there's a lot of discussion that has to take place, not only with the sheriff and myself, who I think we're both open to talk about it, but it's also with the two governments.
What do you think the right decision?
Well, I'd love to build a new jail, but it's mighty expensive to build a new jail, and I just don't know if it's going to come to that.
In regards to goals, achievements, what are we talking about?
Well, our past achievements have been many. I said it's going to be short and sweet, but if I were to get into those, I'd be a while. But we were probably one of the first department offices in the state that started electronic monitoring, and we put people out on electronic monitoring, nonviolent offenders, and therefore we didn't have to pay their medical bills, we didn't have to pay their their food, board, we didn't have to pay for any of that, but we had to watch them and keep an eye on them while they were out. We started the Project Lifesaver program for Alzheimer patients and people that have a tendency to wander. We started that here, and we've done both the county and the city residents for that, but it's gotten pretty big because people are starting to use it, and we're in discussion with the county now. The county is very interested in taking their part as far as the county residents, and we'll stay with the city residents. So we started that. Lord mercy, I don't know what all we have started. I guess one thing that is there something else that
maybe you want to prepare another time to discuss those things.
yeah, that'd be good. I might
these folks
might do that. But we have, if you look around, we built an addition to the jail over there. It was a medium security facility, but it really did help us out because at the time we were housing out I don't know how many inmates all over the state, and it was costing hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. It was costing the city to do that. So that saved us. That thing paid for itself in like 18 months. So we were happy with that. But again, I'll talk to you after we finish. Be glad to talk to you. I'm not going to hold everybody up.
I cover a lot of campaigns and so forth, and I remember several seasons back, the bulletin of the story about the Hatch Act. Do you think, with all everybody here today, is this a touchy on the Hatch Act?
No, nobody has spoke. The Hatch Act is they can't get up here and speak for me, and I'm not going to let them, because that would be a violation of the Hatch Act. Being seen, and that's not, you're free to do what you want to. If you've looked at major elections and the advertisements they do, legislatures, the same thing. A sheriff or a chief might be next to them, but they don't talk. They don't say anything.
What about using a city building and city resources? Would that be on there? No.
Most of these people are off. Now I do have my daytime workers, my command staff's here. But no, we're welcome to use the city facility. Most of the time I use council chambers, but as y'all know, that's courtroom now, so I can't use it right now. Okay?
I guess the two-part question was goals. When you talked about the accomplishments, what would be some of the work that has to be done, goals that you would like to see re-elected?
Well, I'll tell you, the main one is something to do with our population in the jail. And like Major said, that's probably a good discussion some other time when we got time to put into it and prepare for it. But we've got several goals that we want to do. As you can see, you see our staff. We did change the color of our uniforms because we were having trouble getting brown to match. You just couldn't buy it anymore. Most all departments were going with a solid color. So that's been I think a real advantage to our people. I think they appreciated that. And we've got our 2 school resource officers that are still working, Albert Harris and Patrick Henry. And that's a big plus for us. I think they're doing a wonderful job in elementary schools, and I've said it all over the state. And I think one of the best things you do is you put a school resource officer in elementary school. These people, you go to elementary school and see these children come up, they hug these officers. It's a bright spot in these children's minds when they see them. And we love to go the first day of school and watch those children hug and grab that, because they went last year and they remember seeing them, and they hug them and hold on to those school resource officers. It's a positive for the children.
Did you implement the inmate work program?
Yes, here I did, yes. We've got, we've got a good inmate work program. When y'all go out, if you see some of the painting down here, the different color paint, we do that. We do a lot of work for that. We do a lot of work at schools when they're closed. We don't work at schools when they're open, of course, because of children. But we do help schools and help the nonprofits. A lot of snow removal, and we were busy the last couple of weeks when it snowed. So, but yeah, we're proud of our work program. Okay? Don't want to hold y'all up. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate your support. Thank you.